team on a mission to reduce gun violence, bringing their message now to Kansas City today. They know all too well the horrors of gun violence after their daughter was killed in one of the most infamous mass shootings in our country's history. July 20th, 2012. Jessica Ghawi and her friend Brent go to a late-night movie in Aurora, Colorado.
And I texted her and said, "Are you and Brent still awake?" And she said, "Yeah, we're at the movies."
Back in Texas, her mom sends Jessica another text just days before she was scheduled to visit her.
She said, "Go back to bed, Mom. Get some sleep. I can't wait for you to get here on Tuesday. I need my mama." And I wrote back that I needed my baby girl.
It was the last time the two would talk. Just minutes later, a gunman walks into the theater and opens fire, shooting Jessica 6 times. Her life cut short at the age of 24.
She was full of life and curiosity and smart and funny.
Now, Jessica's parents travel the country, hoping to bring some positive out of their daughter's death, fighting for what they call common sense gun control laws.
We found out early on where all the loopholes were that as gun owners we were unaware of.
Jessica's parents want universal background checks, which they believe would close the so-called private sale loophole. The loophole allows some Americans to buy firearms online or at gun shows without ever passing a background check.
So we've got this huge gaping hole that allows felons, domestic abusers, those who should not be able to get a gun to be able to purchase a gun.
For the first time, Jessica's parents are bringing their message to Kansas City with the help of Missouri State Representative Stacey Newman.
And at the states is actually where we're having the most success in terms of trying to pass common sense, reasonable ideas that people actually agree with.
Shawnee gun store owner Rebecca Beaker is among those who does not agree.
If they enact more laws restricting the rights of everyday citizens to own a firearm, they're going to only hurt the law-abiding citizens. You're not going to pass a law that is going to take a gun out of the hand of a criminal.
Beaker lost her own husband to gun violence earlier this year when would-be robbers entered her store, knocking her out and killing her husband.
I see what happened every time I walk through the door, and I have to live with that every day.
Still, she believes the violence is a mental health and family values problem, not a gun problem.
I think there is sometimes a mental health side of this, for sure, but I also think there's a lack of education. I think that people are not understanding, young people are not understanding that lives matter.
We have the same number of mentally ill in this country as percentage-wise that they do in any other country. The difference is the ease of being able to get a gun and use it against your fellow citizens.
Jessica's parents will continue spreading their message with the hopes of getting more Americans to believe in it.
We're going around the country in our camper to make other Americans aware of the things that we've learned the hard way.
And Jessica's parents spoke at the Heartland Coalition Against Gun Violence Forum in KC today. They're moving on to St. Louis tonight.